In an astonishing turn of events that has left royal insiders murmuring behind closed doors, Meghan Markle's latest attempt to reinsert herself into royal favor has been met with swift, brutal rejection by King Charles III. And the fallout, insiders suggest, could reshape her ambitions and her legacy forever. Behind the scenes of glittering state banquets and stoic public appearances, a new chapter of the royal feud was quietly unfolding. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, reportedly approached King Charles with a bold new project, a high-profile media and philanthropic endeavor that, had it been endorsed by the Crown, might have catapulted her back into global adoration. But the King's response was icy, immediate, and utterly final.
No endorsement.
No support. No second chances. For Meghan, the rejection struck deeper than a mere professional setback. It was a public unmasking, a stark confirmation that the monarchy she once dreamed of modernizing has not only moved on without her but has fortified itself against her influence. Sources close to Buckingham Palace reveal that Charles's refusal was not made lightly. The king weighed the risks carefully. After years of controversies, from incendiary interviews to lucrative media deals that many believe capitalized on royal connections, the palace had learned a painful lesson. Meghan's brand of influence is unpredictable, and the monarchy's survival depends on stability, not spectacle. Her project, insiders hint, was grand, promising to redefine royal charity work for a new generation. Yet behind the noble rhetoric, palace aides saw a familiar pattern. A project heavy on publicity, light on loyalty. A cause designed less for service, more for self-reinvention. A woman seeking validation from an institution she had publicly denounced, time and time again. Charles's decision to reject the proposal was more than a professional rebuff. It was an emphatic closing of the royal gates, an ironclad message that the crown will no longer serve as a backdrop for personal ambition. For Meghan, the humiliation is palpable. After carefully crafting an image of independence, she finds herself, ironically, still tethered to the royal narrative, not as a triumphant reformer, but as an outsider, knocking at a door that will no longer open. And the consequences ripple far beyond Kensington's stone walls. In Hollywood, where alliances shift like sand, whispers have begun. Is Meghan's star fading? Without the prestige of royal backing, without the cachet of royal proximity, will her brand endure? Political observers, too, have taken note. Speculation about Meghan's long-rumored political ambitions has reignited. But questions now swirl. Without the crown's subtle endorsement, will her aspirations wither before they even take root? Meanwhile, within the palace, Charles's refusal marks a decisive pivot in royal strategy. The monarchy, long criticized for its stoicism, is now proving it can adapt, not by bending to media storms, but by standing firm against them. The king's message to Meghan and to the world is clear. The monarchy is not a tool to be wielded. It is a legacy to be protected. And it will not be compromised, not even for a former duchess with millions of followers and a microphone. As the dust settles, Meghan faces a daunting crossroads. Will she escalate the feud, seeking vengeance through yet more public revelations, strategic interviews, and sympathetic documentaries? Or will she, at last, accept that the institution she sought to reshape has outlasted her ambitions? Insiders suggest the battle is far from over. Rumors swirl of new ventures, new memoirs, new media partnerships, all calculated to reclaim relevance. But with every new move, the risk grows. The risk of appearing desperate, isolated, and most damning of all, irrelevant. And lurking beneath it all is a deeper, more unsettling truth. No matter how high she rises in celebrity circles, Meghan Markle's longing for royal validation remains a wound that no amount of fame can heal. The final blow has been struck. The palace doors are closed, and the message is written in history's unyielding hand. The crown endures. The rest passes into the shadows. For Meghan Markle, the question now is not whether she will find success outside the royal sphere. It is whether she can survive without it. Because in the grand halls of monarchy, where loyalty is remembered and betrayal never forgotten, some doors once slammed shut do not reopen. Ever.